Hey guys, Wednesday, February the 26th of 2025. Let's see what the Black Widow wants to do today. So far we have an inside candle. We need to break above 418 to maybe test 421 or 420-ish. And that's why there's a little bit of a hesitation up here. You can see the market profile is telling you there's a resistance building up here. A little hard to tell, but you can kind of see it here. It gets better once we expand more, but since we're on the higher range, there's not that much volume to pick up. Just know that the value area high is around 406. So keep an eye on that. Let's go into our simple glands. We got our MOBOs at 421. We got our pivot high here around 420. Next pivot will be 436, and then you high here. So if it wants to get, at least to test this again and then maybe fail, these are the pivots you want to keep an eye on the upside. But you definitely want to close above 421. Have a close above 421. MACD is still negative. Cloud is positive. Linear regression is kind of going sideways. So with 1, 2, 3, and still kind of in range bound. Is definitely in the higher range, but trying to push higher, and it's just getting a little harder to to have a continuation upward. I'm just speculating if there was to be a target that it wants to go, and that's why it's trying to do these humps, because it wants to get to this point. It'll probably be between 568 and 588, but that's just my speculation. Let's go into let's see. So there's some action going on here. I went short somewhere around here and didn't work out for me. I thought it was going to crack 511. Not 511, 411, 410. And it was just choppy. Once I saw the 5-minute candle starting to wake up, I got out. But it looks like now they're pouncing back on the bears. So my game plan is crack 411, I'm in. Now it's 410. This is where that base was, and now they're bringing it back here again, 412. So keep an eye on that. Maybe it's going to be a fail, a new low, and maybe rip, but that's the line in the sand, I think. And then obviously anything below 4 is you're below the 1x1. But this is where that 1x1 is in this little ballpark right here. And that's where the battle is between the bears and the bulls. And I was in the middle of that slosh, and I was thinking that it was going to go, but it didn't. So I got a little small loss, but so at rip, I was like, all right, if you want to rip, let's see how high you want to go. And it looked like the bears, there's big sellers above. Let me tell you, they are big sellers. So when they let it rip, bears are going to pounce. And it's going to come to a point where the bulls are going to be like, all right, we can't keep fighting this game. It'll be a back and forth. But once you cross 411, that's where it is. You can see the Stokes on the 4 hours are now getting toppy. I don't got a negative candle yet, but the trend is still up, but the Hekanashis are already getting full bodied. So just a matter of time where it just tips over. And then tomorrow's EIA report. Look at that. We're already 410. So maybe we should probably start shorting. So once I'm done with this video, I'm going to assess what's going on here. They wanted to squeeze a little bit and then bring it down. The longer we stay below 411, the harder it is for the bulls to keep pushing higher. So big seller showed up. Here's your pivot, 411. And you can see everything. It looks like it's going, mobiles are negative. Mobiles now turn negative. There was a squeeze play that kicked at 6 o'clock. Pop, fake, now down. Let's see if we can have a close below 411 to continue the pressure down. And that's it. Let's see, we'll go to the midpoint. Yeah, nothing here. Look at that. Look at this. Actually, now we need to go to our this is the one I'm looking for. No, this is not the one I'm looking for. This is the one I am looking for. Because I look at both contracts now that we are in the J. Mobiles are still, not mobiles. Wave is negative here. MOBA's still positive. MOBAs are in. Hasn't decided to go down. The weekly is still positive here. Let's close this. And line in the sand for this week would be $4. This is where we're at right now. 180 degrees somewhere around here. That's that 411, and that's what I'm waiting to see if it will crack. We'll probably find support here if you go short from 411, which is 401. And the 4 hour hasn't given me any negative, and mobiles are still positive. But it's starting to get a little weaker. Where we at? 411. You're back at 411 right now. So yeah, so this, remember, keep in mind that if you want to go short and maybe just lock in profits to here, 401, because the bulls are going to show up and defend this. I mean, it could do it today, or it could just take a while, or maybe just sideways to EIA report, or down and then bounce. We'll see. As you can see now, it's starting to get negative. We're at 410. So yeah, maybe once I get off this video, I'm going to go short. For today only, let's see, let's open this up. There we go. So we got this nice fake out, pushing lower. Yep, so the line in the sand for today is be 406. It's probably going to find support here, and maybe bounce in the U.S. session if they bring it down before the U.S. session. But keep in mind on this also, 405. But 411, and I'm going to show you why 411 is a stronghold, because that's 180 degree. So there's a lot going on here. We need to crack this, and then 401. Once you crack the 135 degree 401, we're going to go straight to 391. This is pivotal right here, that we start breaking down from here. We went as high as 415, maybe 418. Get above 421. There's a high probability of 431, but this is where we want to crack. And then get to 401, and then maybe oscillate here back and forth. But if we get to crack 401 with pressure and go to 390, that's one of our lows, then it'll be easier to get to 381. So there you go. We're like at 410, 409. So yeah, so the pressure now is to the downside into the US session. I'm going to sign out. Hope you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on that, guys.